This is more of a raw video, so if you are looking for a dopamine-filled video, then this is not for you. You can click off. Hey, go ahead and watch another ICT strategy. I don't know what to tell you because we're going to talk about a very serious topic, and that is for traders that can't get funded and traders that, even though they got funded, they never got a payout. And I think this is a very, very important conversation, and I feel like no one talks about this for some reason. And the reason why no one talks about this is because they want to keep you hooked, right? It's like if you buy more challenges, then yeah, you're just going to be feeding the system, blah, blah, blah. For me, it's completely different because it's your life that we're talking about here. Not your life, it's our life. It's trading. It's money. It's money that we are talking about, right? So one of the things that I want to talk about is that with prop firms, there seems to be a very, very big similarity to casinos. And even though so many people talk down on prop firms because there is this resemblance of a casino, you also don't understand that this is the perfect one to be in, given the fact that you are in control of the edge. While with casinos, when you go in that you are going to lose over the long term because all of the statistics are against you. So statistically speaking, you are going to lose. But there's also people that go ahead and play poker or play blackjack, and all of a sudden they know that they have a winning edge. But a lot of people don't understand the rules of what they're playing. And therefore, they just keep on losing. They just keep on feeding the system. And all of a sudden, all of these companies remain extremely profitable just because you can't seem to stop. Because let me tell you, trading is amazing. Trading has completely changed my life, the life of my loved ones, the life of a lot of my friends, because I'm around a lot of very profitable traders. Even one friend of mine recently got the record payout with Apex. But trading can also destroy you. And that is something that we don't hear about a lot. And the reason why is because you only hear about the success stories, right? You hear about the people that traded, got funded, got a big payout, and all of a sudden they're playing this game of prop firms. And you want to be that person, yet you are now in this negative, very, very bad cycle of just buying a challenge, losing, buying a challenge, losing, buying a challenge, losing, right? And all of a sudden you're so negative that if you were to tally everything up, you would absolutely puke at how much you've already spent on challenges. Money that you probably could not even afford to lose. And that's what I want to talk about. You are in for a rude awakening. You are in for a very rude awakening. Because a lot of people that I see, they're just trying to get funded. They're never trying to understand what is it that you are doing wrong. If I ask you 3 challenges ago where you blew it, what did you do wrong? Most of you probably would not know. Why? Because you're in this cycle of I buy a challenge, I blow it, I move on. I buy another, I blow it, I move on. I buy another, I blow it, I move on. That's the wrong way to go about it. You will eventually understand how much of a gamble you are doing and how much that is not good for your trading. In the beginning of my trading journey, I was very, very slow into buying more and more challenges. As you know, I passed the first ever challenge that I did, and it was a $10,000 challenge, and instantly I went for a 100K challenge. Guess what happened? I blew both. I blew the funded account and I blew the challenge. All of a sudden, what do you think I did? I bought another? No, I went back to the drawing board. What did I do wrong? That's the question. What did I do wrong? That's what you have to ask yourself. I've talked about this. This is what I call the Phoenix Protocol. You go deep into what did I do wrong in all of these challenges I failed. What did I do wrong? And I bet that if you are checking your equity curve, it looks something like this, right? Instant blow. Something happened there. And you need to be able to fix that because you're constantly making the same mistakes. That's why you keep on blowing accounts. Because every time you blow an account, that's minus 10%. Do you think that a profitable trader would blow 10% over and over again? The answer is no, right? So if you can't get funded, you need to stop buying challenges because either your strategy or your implementations are bad. And therefore, you need to go back to the drawing board. That's what you have to understand. And this is where a lot of people hate it when I say it. But you have, if think about the amount of money that you've spent on challenges and ask yourself if that money would have not been better invested in someone's mentorship. You probably would be way better off than watching free video after free video after free video, just getting more confused, right? Like it's insane how people want to have a $100,000 skill, yet they aren't willing to pay $1,000. Like mine is cheaper than $1,000, but I'm saying that if you want a $100,000 skill, you can't expect to not pay anything. You're either going to pay in time with the amount of times that you are going to be failing and having to learn and go back to the drawing board again, or you're going to pay with money where you're still going to have a little bit of time involved, but it's going to be quicker. That's what you have to understand. And even though you might think that, oh yeah, all of these mentors are scammers, I'm max allocated with FTMO, max allocated with Funded Next. I've scaled up my FTMO account. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from the market. So it's like, really? Is that really what you want to think? Or are you just coping with the fact that, well, I haven't been able to make it, so this person hasn't been able to make it too? And again, I've told you, this is a rude awakening. This is a very rude awakening. Because you need it. Because you keep on buying challenge after challenge after challenge. Because you don't have good implementation. You don't know how to call the direction. You don't know how to have proper risk management. You need to focus on those things. You're not asking the right questions, so you are seeing the fruits of your labor. The fruits of your labor are dependent on the quality of your labor too. If you're trying to plant a seed in the wrong place, it's not going to grow. That's what you have to understand. And that's why I have Funded Trading Blueprint. We have multiple traders already funded. But again, that's going to be a link in the description. If you want free mentorship, check the first one, which is going to be a full 1-hour guide on how to get funded still this year. But again, that's not what this is about. It's about you. It's about the money that you're spending, and it's about the risk of you absolutely destroying your life. And I don't want that to happen to you. So if you're not able to get funded, that's the conversation that we just had. Now let's talk about when you do get funded. Because when you do get funded, a lot of traders, and this seriously pisses me off, which is when you get funded, how many traders are now trying to get a 2,000, 3,000, 10%, 20% payout so they are able to flex? One, flex to who? No one cares about you. I can tell you what my biggest payout is. Believe me, you are not going to care. In 15 minutes time, you won't even remember. So you're flexing to no one. First of all, might give you a little bit of clout on Twitter for some time or on YouTube or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's you versus you. Your trade ideas do not pay my bills, right? It's my trading. Therefore, I'm not trading to get a payout for other people. I'm trading to get a payout so I can live my life. And the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of people, they've never got a payout. Yet, the first time that they get funded, they try to go for the big payout. Listen, let me tell a quick secret. No one knows this. Obviously, some people already do. But right now, at this specific time, I am max funded with FTMO. I got a scale up. And one of the things is one of my recent payouts was actually a $500 payout on a 100K account. And now you might be like, oh, oh my God, $500, he's so stupid. Oh, really? But it's my first payout on that specific account. Do you know what that means? Well, if you've gotten funded with FTMO, you know what that means. It means you receive the full refund of your challenge fee. Oh, all of a sudden things are very, very different because now I have a risk-free account. All of the money that I've put in is now out, right? Now I'm able to make unlimited amounts of return, infinite. Why? Because if I make $5,000 on that account and my risk is zero, it's unlimited upside. So while you are trying to get your $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 payout, my first payout is $500. I've had first payouts, no joke, I've had first payouts. This happened on my Forex funds very long ago. One of my first payouts on a 100K account, you know how much it was? $34. $34. Why? I entered in a trade, it was a win, and then I entered in another trade, it was a loss, put me back at 34, and now $34 profit. And I was like, you know what? I'll take the payout, I'll take the refund, and I'll take the bonus because they had a bonus on top of the refund, right? So My first payouts were small because I know that this now makes my account risk-free. Yet you are here trying to go for a bigger payout and a bigger and a bigger and a bigger and a bigger and a bigger. And all of a sudden, you don't know what you just did, but you just blew your funded account and you never got any payout. You don't got a refund, so you're just in the hole as if you had just blown a challenge. The reason I'm telling you this is because what sometimes traders misunderstand is that you want to go to Dubai, you want to live the good life, you want to buy the Lambo. But do you know what comes before the Lambo? Is being able to pay your bills, right? Being able to pay your electricity bill with what you got from trading. Being able to pay your utility bills overall for the month with one payout. Being able to pay for your whole expenses of 1 month with a couple of payouts. Yet you are trying to go for this big payout, not understanding that trading is about getting money out of the market into your bank account. But because you get so greedy, you never get to the payout. So the reason why this video is called How to Stop Blowing Accounts and Actually Get Some Payouts is that first, you need to understand what you're doing. That's how you stop blowing accounts. And second, the way you get a payout is you start aiming for the sky, right? Aim for the roof. Start with the roof. Start slow, build up. Start slow, build up. So many of you are trying to absolutely crush it. And I understand you want to change your life. Believe me, I understand you want to change your life. But you don't change your life like that. How many people, how many stories have we heard of people that changed their life just like that? They won the lottery. And a couple of years after, they're back to where they were. I don't want you to be that person. I want you to be someone that becomes a profitable trader, so you can get funded on command, and that you can get payouts on command, and that you slowly can build up your payouts. Listen, $500 a week in a payout, it's $2,000 a month. How many of you, leave a comment, how many of you, let me know, what are your living expenses every single month? Right? Let me ask you, what are your living expenses every single month? And then at the front, let me know if $2,000 is higher than those expenses that you have. I would love to hear it. Would $2,000 a month from trading pay for all of your expenses in your life? That's 2% on a 100K funded account. Do you understand how life-changing that is? Right? So you need to understand, you need to look at the bigger picture. Understand, you're not aiming for the Lambo. Ronaldo did not become Ronaldo overnight. He's not an overnight sensation. It took years to build. He left his parents' house, went to Portugal, right? Built himself up here, then here, then here. He didn't just go to Real Madrid. He built himself slowly. And I want you to do the same. Build yourself up slowly. You will completely change your life like that. Even though you might think that a big payout is going to completely change everything, believe me, it will for a short amount of time. But if you then keep feeding the cycle of challenge blown, challenge blown, challenge blown, you'll just end up where you were at before. Because believe me, I've taken so many $500 payouts on 100K accounts just to secure payouts. And recently, I was actually very close to scaling up my FTMO account once with a $500 profit. It ended up being $1,000. But I was already ready to lock in the $500 payout because it was going to scale up my account. That's all I want, right? Do you understand how this is what matters? It's the longevity. It's not about the now. It's about the habits you're building right now that will get you to where you want to be in 5 years' time. There's something that I say, and I really, really stand by this, which is the life you have right now is dependent on what you did in the last 5 years. You can't change that. But the life you'll have in 5 years' time is dependent on what you do right now. And that's what I want you to focus on. Don't focus on the past. Focus on what you did right now, what you're doing right now, and where that's going to get you in 5 years' time. Because believe me, if you're going through the cycle of blowing account, blowing account, blowing account, you are not going to be in a nice place in 5 years' time. Yet with me, I'm a little bit more conservative with my funded accounts. In 5 years' time, I will still have funded accounts and I will still be getting paid out. That's what I focus on. Right? That's what I want you to focus on too. So once you get funded, reduce risk. You just made $1,000 and you need to wait 2 weeks for that payout, lock it in. I don't care. Does that pay for your bills? Very likely. So just lock it in, wait for 2 weeks. Wait for I don't care if there's a perfect A+ setup in the market. Don't take it. Wait and then take the payout and then go back into the market. But lock in those payouts. That's the number one. That's one of the most important things, because once again, $1,000 can change your life slowly but surely. $1,000 over the span of your life is not going to change it, yet $1,000 every single month is probably going to change already a lot. Because again, $500 payout might not seem like a lot, but if you do that every single week, by the end of the year, you've made $26,000. And as I would love to see in the comments, that probably pays for your yearly bills. So all of a sudden, you could be a full-time trader just with $500 every single week. So you have to look at what you are doing wrong and fix it. That's the thing. You're doing many things wrong right now. That's why you are in the position you are right now. You need to look at what it is, identify them, and fix them. And if you don't yet have a profitable strategy, Funded Trading Blueprint is here to help. We're building a community and a full blueprint with the most amount of funded traders in it, and we're well on our way. When you join, you get instant access to all of our unique frameworks and the exact systems that we use in order to get funded and stay funded and get consistent payouts. Everything we've talked about so far. And all of us are aiming for the same thing. So you'll be surrounded by serious traders with one goal in mind. Get funded, stay funded, consistent payouts. That's all I wish for you. And if you are ready, then we are ready to make it happen. And if you don't, that's fine. I just hope that this video has helped you. And if you want to watch a full strategy on how to get funded still this year, because I do believe that that's possible, it's going to be the first link in the description or this video right here. It's more than an hour long. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about trading. And if you want to check one of the best prop firms out, then check out Funded Next right here. I'll see you in the next one.